Hey guys, this is round 2 from yesterday's regional. In this round, we have Invoker playing against the Android 18 and GT Goku tech deck, a deck Bratz is known for, and he's also playing it. So have fun, guys, and if you have any questions or comments, post them down below. I'm sure the players will see it and answer you. Hello, hello, hello. Here we are again. I need to change names. So this time we have Bratz, also a lovely chat from Team Fusion Force. And on the right side, we have Valero playing Invoker. So this is interesting. This is really interesting. Also, these online regionals, due to the pricing formula, are basically the perfect gift for everybody who wants to play niche decks. Yes, you can try to top, you can try to win. If you feel like it, go for it, do it, whatever, but it's also one of the best opportunities to play your favorite pet deck to see how far you can bring it. And exactly this is what those two players are doing. They are not playing the best deck that is out there in the meta. I mean, Peter would disagree here because it's Invoker. But they are playing decks they love, and this is like what I love about those online regionals. It's like Bratz is playing his plat deck, this Android 18. Oh god, the connectivity here is a problem. Holy shit. And then we have Invoker with like 30 pixel in total. But I guess it will figure out. So, thing is, I don't know anything about Android 18 and GT Goku. So I have to look up a lot of cards. I just know that it got recently buffed with some TP cards. One card lets you basically do top 5 search, put any extras into your drop, which is really good. Then draw one card, one of your cards gets a 10k push, and you can play your boss monster now one turn earlier, which is also like really huge. And then there was also another card that came out for the deck, which was another extra card, I think with a Goku on it, right? Which was it? Where can I find it? I'm not sure, but this card also does a lot for the deck. So I'm very interested on how Bratz will play it. He's known for playing the deck. I think there was once a Star Regional where he played it and he won that one with it. That will be fun. So, we see Arrival Seeker charge, turn 1, then pass. Bratz draws for turn. Also eating something on a side note because I'm a hungry little bitch. So we see Imposing Presence coming down as a charge. And then we immediately see an extra card being played, which seems to be a top 5 search for an extra card. And this is the other new card the deck recently got. I'm trying to see if I can look it up. I mean, I just need to look for red extra cards and maybe the mention of extra. And maybe that already helps. No, it did not help at all. Maybe we can search for something like cost low high. There we have it. Favorable situation. When this card in your hand is discarded by one of your skills, draw one card, discard one card from your hand, and choose up to one of your red Z unisons with 5k power and add 2 markers to it. Activate battle. If your leader is a red Son Goku GT card, activate up to 1 activate battle skill on a red extra card, 1 energy cost of 1 from your hand by paying its skill cost, and the next time you activate a red extra from your hand during this turn, reduce the energy cost by 0. So basically it's do more for cheaper, which is always good, and always something we like. Also, I feel like this Goku deck, similar to the androids, has a good matchup in Taboo, because it can minus unisons. We have the Destructo Disc, which can get rid of your opponent's whole board, which is really good. So, Invoker, player's turn 2, charge a mono blue card. I guess, like I said, the connectivity here really seems to be a problem. However, since Brad knows the deck, he won't have any problems in finding out what his opponent wants to do. We see the Unison being played, and then the gold TOP as well, shuffling the deck, and then he can basically do a TOP effect. Look at top 3. Decides on the order, and if they want it, should go on the top of the deck or the bottom of the deck. We see a top deck. We see a top deck? We see a bottom deck here. He also discarded, I think, the Pan counterplay, which is live if you have a Unison out, which is really interesting. Maybe it's meant to stop early plays, because later on, as the game processes, you can easily... Oh, he also self-awakens. Could this potentially be a really aggressive Invoker list, which is not interested in using Invoker as a keyword? Could be, right? I mean, he has seen 3 of this counterplays already. 2 in his drop, 1 in his energy. This is something, a card I wouldn't expect in Invoker, because you already have your Royal Con, right? And there's nothing you want to stop early on. Maybe a Boo? I mean, it stops a 4 cost or less, so probably a Boo, right? Probably a Boo 4 cost? You want to counterplay blindly with that? So then we have now the Unison. We swing lead into lead. You know what? I will now drag up a deck from this madness, which is GT Goku, because I really don't know anything about this fucking deck, how it works, what the cards do, how the playlines look like. It's really horrible, and I hate to cast games where I don't know the decks. So we have the Goku swing, we have the Unison. The Unison is meant for awakening. We do the search. We find... Oh, this is the Sensu Bean negate, right? Negate and then Sensu Bean. Interesting choice, interesting choice. We then declare Awaken, which leads to untap 1, draw 1, going down to 6 most likely. Going down to 6, perfect, which is also fine. And I think we leave it at 15, right? Heroic Prospect was played, so yeah. This is why we're not leaving it at anything. Then we're using the Unison effect. So we draw a card and then we discard 1 extra card. So extra card, the new extra card, does activate, therefore making next one cheaper. Or like letting you draw another card. Unison gets 2 markers. You discard another card. Then we're going for the +2 here, which is basically draw 1 card, discard 1 card from your hand. So a lot of cycling. And now we suddenly have a really high Unison. Really high Unison. And Smart Ray from Brad's playing a 2-drop. I don't even know what this 2-drop is. So this is a really exciting game for me, because I can just look up every card while missing half of the game and go and cycling through everything. Okay, so we have Son Goku GT. It's a 2 cost. We have a combo going on. It's red. Oh boy, I should do my homework next time. If I see Brad, I will just immediately pull up a deck list for this, right? Might be the best thing I could do. I think it's an archetype 2-drop, right? There he is. Yeah, if you're leader, when this card is in hand, it's discarded. Draw 1 card and play this card. And he is basically a single swing, but he combos from drop, which is really cool. So this is a way on how he can push through the Heroic Prospect Floodgate a little bit and at least get 1 swing out. Then we see another cycle, it got discarded, so here we are again with the top 5 search, I guess, from the trunks. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Maybe I just pull up. What BT was this? BT26. I think this will help me a lot, actually. Just pull up BT26 and then sort them by cost so I can find most of the card he is playing, which is really good. So also he's playing the UI Kamehameha. So everything is extra card. You could say this is the better extra card deck. Hihi. Holy Pixels Batman. Oh yes, Breadless is so sick. Deck is gas now with that support. Yeah, I feel like it. And this is like the thing, right? I really like top players going for the best new deck. But it feels like sometimes they are not creative. So they are good players, but maybe not the most creative deck builders. And I feel like with good players, I mean, Brad is a top player, right? He is a top player. But I more like top players that also have their pet deck, which also go back, look at their decks, try to change them, make them meta relevant again, because you just have the big advantage of your opponent not being able to tell what the hell you are doing. Also, like with these support, Brad could be able to play the new Beerus card, right? That has offering when you have a red Z-Unison with X markers out on the field. So this would also be an option. I don't know if he's playing it, or if he thinks this doesn't do anything in this deck. Because this could have also been a nice play, right? To play that card, to neck deck Unison. Just waiting for the 30th. Oh, brother, tell me what you're playing and I will pull you up on stream. Immediately. I'm today going for all the other guys I know I haven't seen last week, to see some more fresh decks. Before, oh, by the way, this is round 2, not round 1. I need to change it. Before we go into boo 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 in round 5 or 6. But maybe people will surprise me today. And we won't see boo in the number 1 spot. Because all players in Europe are like, we're not playing it. By the way, Darian counted the amount of boos. 12 boos are here today, at least. From 75 players. So this is like 1/6 to 1/7 of the whole player base going for one deck in a format that has so many leaders, which is crazy. I'd be calling Judge with that camera. Lol, did he draw 3 of Grand Priest or 4 or 5? No idea, haha. We'll send the list, potential option. Oh, please do it immediately. I know you have my Discord, right? Or you can also send it to me in private somewhere. But please do so. Yeah, I would also call the Judge, to be honest. It's very hard to see anything. So Valero, if you see this, maybe consider having another option for connectivity, because this is really a mess. It's really hard to look at. I still think he does everything correct. I don't think... I mean, you need to be really brave to do this, right? Because most people will call a Judge on you, so it's not a good idea. Oh, I have the list already. Let's look at this beauty. I won't tell what deck. I won't tell what I can see here. I won't show it on stream. Okay, this leader alone already is... What the fuck? Okay, this is spicy. There's a one-off in there. I know what he wants to do if I look at the other cards. This is like really, really spicy. Holy shit. I really like that specific one-off. You know what I'm hinting toward too. This is really spicy. You could also play that everywhere else, basically. Oh, I like that a lot. I might steal that idea for other decks. No, I think it's cool. If you play that, I would love to see it. Also, like, can we... Nah, I won't do it right now, but maybe later on the stream. I want to talk about a specific card I really love. Guys, if you haven't followed or subscribed yet, Darian always tells me to sell you our channel. So hello, here's me selling our channel. If you haven't followed yet, consider following if you don't want to miss future online regionals as well as potential other streams. This would help us a lot. Oh, also, Brad's doing something on its opponent's turn. He uses leader ability to cycle. Therefore, he can play the Goku now because he discarded him. He's paying 2 for it. And I think he minuses on play, right? And he gets Barrier, which is really, really huge. So this card... Your opponent has 3 or more energy. When this card in your hand is discarded, you play this card from your hand and gains Barrier. And then, when you or your opponent activates skill on an extra card with an original excess of 1 from its owner's hand or drop, choose up to 2 total cards among all cards in your opponent's battle cards and unisons, and they get minus 15k power for the turn, which is, by the way, not once per turn, not limit 1. So he can proc multiple extra cards, and then basically get rid of Valero's whole board, which could mean that we could see the unison going soon. So we see an extra card, which is a top 5. How did Brett lose the unison? I missed it. I don't know myself. I also missed it. This is the problem with me looking up the deck and looking at your list, for example. I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. Maybe Invoker was... I feel like from the amount of swings we've seen, so imagine like 1 Heroic swing, 1 Invoker swing, and 1 4-drop swing. So there might have been already 3 swings going down to 2 markers then, and maybe a little bit more, but losing that many markers is crazy. I don't know yet, to be honest. So they're currently trying to figure something out. It gets removed because there were 2 activations of an extra card. So 2 times minus 15 to the unison, 2 times minus 15 to the 4-drop. This is like one of the advantages when you're playing a rogue deck. Valero did not see that coming at all. Not at all. He's like overwhelmed by this play. And he's like, what the fuck had happened? Also, what is interesting, Great Priest is also off field. So I feel like he swung twice with Great Priest into unison. Then 1 time with 4-drop, 1 time with leader, and 1 time with heroic. This is what most likely had happened. Now we have internet doing its thing anymore with like 0.5 frames per second, which is really good. You can really see how the internet connection is really unstable right now. And then we have a pass. So Brad was able to get rid of the Invoker card, nearly the Unison, and the red U7 card, the black U7 card, in his opponent's turn by just cycling through his deck and establishing a card with Barrier already on board, which also has Triple Strike. So this is a really good setup for Brad's now. There is no Invoker that can happen, no Revenge block. Only thing crippling Brad's play would be again a Heroic Prospect. I like the Goku Android, it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. I'm a blue and black player by heart, but the color I want to dip in the most is red. Because red has so many great Z extras, red has a so huge Android core. I really like red as a color, because red is one of the best colors in combining old archetypes on creating very fun decks that are not horrible, like for example green or blue gimmick decks. And there we see an explosive, no, this is the winner Heroic. So in a Heroic, like expected, the second one now. So I guess Brad is now establishing his own Z Extra. Oh no, the Unison again, which makes sense. So this card was buying him a lot of time. He's still on 6 lives. Valero is not swinging into him. Maybe not the best idea, because Invoker can burn 4 lives, yes, with a very specific setup. But you need to take at least 2 cards, right? And we need to remind that Valero played Great Priest, so we need to put 2 cards back at the end of the turn. If he won't do so, I need to step in as judge. I hope he does remember it. So he's considering what to discard. He discards this and then immediately plays that card. It's one of the SS4's Goku. It's a 3-cost, so he can swing with it, which is really, really nice. Is this one that has the same artwork compared to the Pan support card? No, it's the other one. And when this card is played, choose up to one of your battle cards and get minus 10k power for the turn. And it's a double strike deflect, 3-cost, 20k double. It's really good. So this deck also plays a lot of low-cost battle cards, which is huge, to be honest, right? Because Heroic Prospect isn't doing that much anymore. So we see here a 20k double strike swing, I guess into lead. Maybe into Unison. I think Valero is hinting again, oh, you need to bottom deck 1. And Brad's be like, yeah, he's a 3-cost, I don't need to. And there we see a D-Magic for a life. Yes, D-Magic for a life. Valero going down to 4 lives now. So a little bit of confusion. We have the minus going on here on swing. So another card is gone. Another card bites the dust. So nothing happening here, but maybe looking, okay, are you still there? Is my internet still working? Ah. Ah, da, 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 da. I think I need to change my music because it really makes me sleepy. This is not good. I maybe need to put on more Dragon Ball hype music. Oh, not here. But here is good. Thing is, I am not allowed to show this on stream because the stream will then get muted in the VOD, and I want people still to be able to enjoy the VOD if they don't want to go on YouTube. By the way, we will upload every round on YouTube separately. So you can watch the game there as well, which is really, really good for you. We'll also upload a top 8 video right after the stream because I think top 16 might be a little bit too much with just 75 players. And I'm sure that Lookout will also do a video on top 16 showing you the broader scale, as well as Top Deck Diffusion and Deck Planet having the deck lists up immediately or a few days afterwards, so you can look into all the data for yourself. Also, if you're interested in those decks, if they're not topping, right, it's also your potential to just ask a player on Facebook, because most of them are very friendly. I figure like we're a community where we love to discuss our pet decks. And as you can write me for 300, I'm pretty sure that you can also write Brad's for other stuff. Also, thank you very much for the follow, Marine Loli. Thank you very, very much. So Invoker is doing Invoker stuff. So what do we see here? Is this... Does he use lead ability? It's so hard to see the fucking pixels. It's really annoying. So we see a defensive super combo, right? Zeno is just happening at this moment in time. So we see Zeno being used, grabbing a card back to hand. I have no idea what card was grabbed back to hand. And this is a Death Beam? I think it's Death Beam, right? And then he uses Death Beam to get rid of the Triple Striker, because he paid 3 energy in total, which is really expensive, but a good way to force your opponent to lose a card. I think the Goku was just too nasty for him because of the constant minus of everything. I mean, look at what the Goku did. He killed the Unison. The Unison is just gone. Also, like with the red Goku Android deck, we have seen so many great new extra cards in the recent time. We have seen a Broly Barrier destroying boss monster. We have seen all the Krillin extra cards. Then the deck itself got supported so good. And there we have the bottom deck too from the Great Priest effect. So Brad passes. We see a charge. Just sorting energy, multicolored and maybe monocolored one. We see a top deck. We see, oh, look at what card I found because I needed to top deck it for Great Priest. Then we need the TOP effect, top 3. He shuffles a little bit, leaves it on top. He looks through his drop. How many extra cards does he have that are able to warp? Maybe not a single thing anymore, so he considers if he wants to change the order still. Or if he doesn't like the order, or if he still wants to put it at the bottom of its deck. And he puts it on bottom of its deck. I mean, it's also important to think about if I'm playing a Great Priest, I can see all the 3 cards, and I will get all the 3 cards. Do I need to get all of the 3 cards? Do I not need to get all of the 3 cards? And so on and so on. Brad still being on 6 lives is a very good thing, so we see another Great Priest being played, which results in a draw 3 now, so seeing 3 new cards. Invoker being live immediately, so there's also 40k double strike pressure if he plays the Parfait. And I'm not sure with what kind of defensive play Brad wants to react. He has a Unison in play, so he could play something like Wolfang Fist. He has Nosy extra in play, so we are not expecting any explosive dance plays. We could see Imposing Presence. We saw him discarding one and charging one. So this for me means that he still has Imposing Presence in hand. And he just does not need multiple ones. It's also a very good card into Invoker because most of his cards are dual attackers. Then we see... What card is this now? Tyranny's Cost? Yeah, it was Tyranny's Cost. So pay 1, your opponent bottom decks until he has just 10 cards in hand and you draw 2. So this is a nice way to even out the board a little bit. And then we see the 4-drop Goku being played. So he draws 1 card, but he also needs to put 1 card from his warp into his drop again. Which will be this card. But this also means that Valero is now completely out-tapped. Yeah, Valero's cam keeps pixelating every 30 seconds and it's hard to see what's going on. Completely true. You could also call a judge on this. So if you're playing in such a regional and you feel uncomfortable playing against your opponent, it might be a good idea to call a judge and try to figure it out. So Valero seems to want to go for the kill. At least he uses his lead ability to look in his opponent's hand because he has a 4-drop out, which is your 7 card. And now he has a way of thinking, okay, I could rip the Imposing Presence, which would be very, very good, but he takes Difference of Status, because this card could get rid of either Great Priest or the U7 Goku completely. I think, to be honest, I would have gotten rid of Imposing. Because yes, Difference of Status can kill something, it's completely true. But it's not like Valero has any energy left. He does not untap anymore. I mean, he still sits on 4 lives, so I expect a Sparking 5D Magic or a Zeno to do something. But Bratz can just play something and remove Great Priest because there won't be energy up for a potential counterplay. And now we see the Imposing Presence for 1. So this is now a 15k swing and not a 25k swing anymore. Bert the chat doesn't need to call judge, he knows the Invoker deck very well, and if his opponent cheats he won't care because he's just that good. True. Drop the mic. If like Brett I knew my opponent's deck, I'd probably let it play, but if I don't know his deck, then it's not fair to play against with the camera like that. Totally fine. I think one of my first online regionals 3 or 4 years ago, I played against a very niche deck I didn't know, and my opponent had like the same camera quality as Valero. This was, I think, the only time ever I called a judge, and my opponent was given a loss. I felt very bad that day, but I wasn't really comfortable playing against that. I was like, okay, I mean, if you want, you can also give me the loss, but I just don't want to continue playing anymore because I don't know what's happening. It's one of the situations where you also need to decide how important is the win for you. It's just unpleasant to play with that experience, right? So we see leader ability. We activate an extra card from drop. I don't know what the extra card does, but it seems to let Great Priest go, which is very cool. So choose one of your red Goku G cards and make it minus 15k. If you do draw one card, then choose all of your opponent's battle cards and they might get minus 10k power for the turn, which is huge. So minus 10 for that, minus 10 for imposing, and then minus 5, probably because of the leader ability, right? Or something like that. Or because of the Goku effect even. I don't know, but it's gone. It's dead. Bye-bye. Oh, it's not gone. Oh, it still has 5k. Okay, I was confused as well as Valero. So it has 5k now, but if he swings with it, it's dead. So basically, it's dead. And since Valero doesn't untap energy, I don't see it living, to be honest. Then we have swing lead into lead, which is now a 10k swing. He looks in his drop, considers what is there, what is not there. He already used his leader ability to look at his opponent's hand. I think I need to get myself something to drink after the round soon. I mean, we have so much time still on the clock, it's crazy. So, this is a pass from Valero. He does not have energy up, if I'm not mistaken. He has a revenge blocker. He has Great Priest. But truth be told, Brett can just play something, kill Great Priest, and then it's done. I mean, to be honest, he could also just think of playing for 3 and 1 Bio Broly at this point. I feel like it would still be correct. Because the minus 30k get rid of both cards immediately. He seems to have no Z energy, which might be the problem. But we see the next best thing. We see Broly. So he can put a few extra cards now under it, I think up to 3. And then he KOs something, and then if he takes that card away, he's again KOing something, which I think is the way he's going for, because he does not want to eat... Yeah, he does not want to eat the revenge block. So he puts 3 cards away, then the revenge block goes as well. And now Valero is completely untapped. We will see a Sparking D-Magic, at least this is what I would do in his situation. Because I would have never out-tapped otherwise, right? Or at least have a Xeno Super Combo in hand. And we see the Xeno Super Combo like expected. Now his camera is, by the way, completely fine again. What does he take? So, if he wants to go for... I don't see what you've taken. If he wants to go for the killing turn, he takes Rival Seeker, probably. And he puts down a Unison, which he's not going to play anymore anyway. So then we're at 25k, and then need to be 10k more. The thing about Invoker is, even if you think, oh my god, Invoker has a huge hand, chances are they just have something like 25k combo power in their hand, because the rest are like multicolored extra cards, took back, or like negates, or anything else. So every swing that goes through could be lethal for Invoker, and you don't even need to combo very high. Most of the time, something like 15 is completely enough, because they either spend a super combo, or they will just take the hit, right? So, at 4 lives now there, at 4 lives now at Brett's as well. He considers what to play, he looks what kind of extras does he have in his drop. So he uses Leader ability, which means he draws a card and then discards a card. Camera quality was so good for like 10 seconds. Yeah, something similar my girlfriend said to me last night. But this might be a different topic, so let's not go into that. He discards the Goku, he plays the Goku. Goku combos from drop. So we see a Sparking 5 D-Magic here. It's just a D-Magic. Brett's kind of was expecting that, so that swing is really good to get some Z energy, which he could use to play something. However, if he plays a Z extra now, he does not have the energy for explosive anymore. We've already seen 3 imposing going off, so I don't know what will happen afterwards. And I get a call from Darian, so 1 second. We are back from the judging tables. Hello, guys. So, why is there 4 still on his life? I think he just went down to 3, right? So Brad is looking again into his drop. He seems to have a big hand, right? At least 10 cards are in Brad's hand, or close to 10 cards. While the Invoker player just has, what, like 7? 6? Something like that. So, Brad goes on with the secret. Holy shit, he seems to want to end it. However, just a simple negate would be enough to not let it end. However, if that swing goes through, this might be crucial. And there we see the minus from the Unison, which is just a draw 2. Draw 2, discard 1, and minus 20 something. Crazy. So, we put 2Z energy away as well. And there's the D-Magic. Which makes sense. And then there's pass. So Brad's has a really huge hand. Valero needs to put 2 cards back. And now if Valero sequenced it correctly, he can burn 4 lives in total. This would be a combination of the Burn Goku from the Z deck, Rival Seeker, into 6-drop, and then also Beast, right? So 2 from Rival Seeker, 6-drop, 1 from Beast, and 1 from the Z Battle Goku, if he sequences this correctly. I don't know if he found Beast. I guess so, because his decks look really, really small by now. So he pays 2 energy. I think this is Beast. No, this is Great Priest. So that means he won't be able to burn 4 lives, but he needs to swing through, which could be okay because Brad is out-tapped as well. And we saw Valero taking the parfait, which means there could be at least 1 swing coming in, which is like 40k double. And then the burn would still be completely fine, right? But maybe Valero also made a mistake in like sequencing and does not have a 6-drop or 3-drop in his hand right now, which could also be the case, right? So Brad looks through his drop, see what cards he have there. Maybe also Valero is asking how many super combos have we seen so far, because he's not sure. Thing is, if Valero now drops Beast, his opponent still has a lot of cards in hand, or will have a huge board. So he swings into lead, he says no negate, so this could be the moment of Parfait being played. The problem is, if he now activates Parfait, he can't play Rival Seeker anymore because he will miss 1 energy. So he just leaves it at 25 while Bratz is using his leader ability, so he draws 1, then he discards 1. He discards the cards that lets him allow to draw an additional card, as well as to discard an additional card. Which will be the Trunks, then we do the +2 here as well as an activate battle. And then use the second part of the leader ability, so we will use this card from the drop, which makes the next extra card 1 cheaper and lets us activate something for free. This is... what the fuck is it? This is Realm of the Gods UI? Yes, Realm of the Gods, so it's just a push and a draw. So Brad cycled a lot and got out of the swing. So this is basically what happened. And he already used all of his leader ability. So, is this the second swing? This is the second swing now. Bratz is still considering what to do because the 6-drop could... so the Rival Seeker combo could still be played. We're seeing a free negate right here. So he's not even needs to pay 1 energy for that because the other extra card make it 1 cheaper. So it's just a negate for a Spirit Boost 1, draw 1. Bratz has built such a great deck. It feels so good. Everything seems to fit. Free negates with the Z Unison. So many nice old extra cards with pull a lot of weight in this deck, like the UI Kamehameha for free, this negate now for free, without even needing to take a life. I don't see Valero pushing through here, even if he plays Beast into Rival Seeker. It could still very, very much be that Bratz is just able to take the game here and to defend himself. So we see 1 combo from hand going to 20, Brad's still at 4 lives and he knows that he can't go down to 3 because he would be dead if he considers doing so. So Valero is playing Beast now, as expected. So cards bounce back to hand, Secret goes out of the game, Breath just put it in his wall because it doesn't matter anyway. Unison also gets bounced back to hand. Good thing Breath used his free negate for the Spirit Boost early on. And then Breath should have more cards in his hand than Valero, so he also bottom decks 1 life. So now we go here with a 40k swing, and this will be very hard for Breath to defend. I don't know how many super combo he used so far. I saw 1 Reddits. So this will be interesting now. If he can't defend that swing, then we see a Rival Seeker into Burn combo happening. If he can defeat the swing, or if he can defend that swing, we won't see it happening, and we might see more swings in general. So we go to 50k with the Z extra. This is getting really, really close and intense now. We see 1 super combo going to 25. Bottom decking 1, drawing 2. This is like one of the cases I wish like every extra card in Breath's hand would have been able to be comboed away. We see the 3rd super combo of the game from Breath's at least. Bottom decking 1, drawing 2. So Breath's goal is to combo out of the swing like he should, because he immediately knows if I don't defend myself now, I will just die. I'm just dead. So we go to 35, 40, but this seems to be... Oh, nice deck inclusion. Basically, this card says if you discard 1 extra card, it gets an additional 6k push. So he's now at what? 35, 46? So he just needs 1 more card. And he still has such a big hand. So this is like 46 now. He's out of the swing already. And there we see Rival Seeker. So now we go for the Rival Seeker play. We play through for the Rival Seeker. We bounce 2 extra cards back to hand. We play the 6 cost for free on top of it. It's the Burn card. To be honest, if he would own the Triple Strike card, this would probably be game at this point. But he's not owning that card or not playing this card. Because we are in a Floodgate meta, right? It won't come up anyway. So we're playing that. We're changing a little bit our energy, which we can't see right now because we're working again with 0 pixels. So he's paying 3 and 1 maybe for Bio Broly? What is this? Oh no! Ooh! Guys, at 9 AM I made a video telling you every blue deck should play this Goku card because it can swing 6 times now, which is crazy. So this might be game because Bratz does not have a Floodgate up. We see a 30k swing coming in, which means as soon as he deals 1 damage, he takes an additional damage. I think this is GG for Valero, and this is due to the Goku Z battle card being played and Bratz not having any Floodgates to respond. Maybe Bratz is lucky and he draws a Floodgate out of his life, which could be something that could happen, right? We saw 3 Imposing Presence. He discarded 2. I think this was wrong. So he takes 2 lives, and the only chance he has right now is if he sees an Imposing Presence. If he did see one, this might still be winnable. But he did not see one, so now Valero will put the first energy away. First 25k swing is happening right now. Brad needs to combo 3 cards now. Uses the ability of Android again, so we're now at 26k. So we're out of the swing already with 2 cards. So now there will be the second swing coming in. Can Bratz defend this? So next card in energy goes away. Second swing. There will be like 3 more swings coming in. Or like maybe even 4, to be honest. 4 swings. So yeah, this is not looking good. So we're going to 30 now. Next swing. And after this one, there will be 3 more. This is over. This is completely over. Like 1 Imposing Presence would have been so good there, but I don't see it happening right now anymore. So yeah, Bratz goes down 3 cards in hand again. How many cards does he have left? Not many, right? So Valero goes for the next swing. 3 more swings to go. This one. And then another 2. So again, 3 cards from hand. Just 3 cards. This is it. Bratz can't defend himself. It will go down to the very last energy, putting the last energy away and all extra cards. GG to Valero. Guys, if you play blue, please consider playing one copy of this Goku in your Z deck. As you see, this is such a good card. Only thing that could have saved Bratz was if he found his last Imposing Presence in his life. I think it was a mistake to discard 2 or to charge 1 and discard 1. To be honest, I'm also playing in my Invoker list the Goku Z card, but I was not expecting this card. I was not expecting this. And here's Valero explaining how he could also go down that route for 2 and 3, burning 1 life, then maybe playing Beast, and then maybe going into that. But I think he considered that the Goku playline was better that way, so he just tested maybe with also Great Priest. Or maybe he hasn't found Beast before, and he needed that extra draw from Great Priest to see that card. So again, GG to both of you guys. This was a great showing of the GT Android 18 and Goku deck. This is such a good deck. You guys should definitely consider playing it. As well as every blue player, please put 1 copy of the Z Goku in your Z deck. It's so good if you're running in a situation like this. This generated 6 swings in total. 5 were needed to close out the game. If he wouldn't have had this card in his side deck or in his Z deck, he wouldn't have been able to win this game at this point in time. And then I'm pretty sure that Bratz would have just won this game. So GG to both guys. We're making a very short break. And then we are going to the next round.